started. Standing in semi-CTE, feet together, mountain pose, proud chest, shoulders relaxed. Just pause for a moment. Thinking about all the things that brought you to your yoga mat this evening. Maybe it's been a lot. Maybe a little. And with these things in mind, take a deep breath in. Full exhale to let them all go. Think about what's to come after yoga this evening. With your next breath in, keep these things in mind. And a big exhale to let them all go. Invite the mind to rest fully on the breath. And with your next in-breath, reach the arms up over the head. Head goes back, look at the thumbs. Exhale, arms down by your side. And we'll just repeat that a couple times. So breathe in, reach the arms up over the head. Lean the head back and look up. Good, and then exhale, arms down by your sides. A little more clearance. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, arms down. And then inhale, arms out to the sides, then pinky sides of the hands touch. And then lift the open palms, pinky sides of the arms facing the ceiling. Pinky sides touching, pardon me. Lift the shoulders and let the head drop into the shoulders like a pillow. See if you can draw the ribs down and pull the belly in. And then exhale, arms out to the sides. We'll take a nice wide stance, just kind of a little pre-warm-up, warm-up. So wide stance, and take a breath. And on the exhale, let the head go. Hold opposite elbows. And you'll start to become aware of those hamstrings tonight. You might rock forward and back, toes to heel. You might bend one knee and then the other. You might keep both knees bent and release the spine even more. Taking a couple deep breaths. And then with bent knees, heavy heels, heavy arms, roll up all the way to stand. Shoulders back, palms open, heel toe, the feet back together. And then full sun A, inhale, reach the arms up, lift thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, bending the knees if you need to. Halfway lift on the in-breath. Step back to high plank, low plank on the out-breath. Upward facing dog, inhaling. Downward facing dog, exhale. And breathe. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Step or float feet to hands, halfway lift position. Hold on the exhale. Rising on the inhale. Look up. Exhale, hands down. And again, inhale, lift the arms, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step back. High plank, below plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the in-breath. Downward facing dog on the out-breath. For 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Breathe in, step feet to hands, halfway lift. Hold, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms. And last. Inhale, reach the arms up, face them. Exhale, fold and empty. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, low push up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhaling. Downward facing dog, exhale. 1. 2. 3. 4. Feet and hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise up and look thumbs. Exhale, arms down. And then stand with your feet about hip distance. Take your right index finger and thumb around the left wrist, and we'll side them towards the right. Breathe in and exhale completely. Bending through that left side body. Take a couple more breaths. Murphy, come on. Come on, you guys can come. Yeah, sorry. They're used to it. And then we'll come back to center and switch sides. Hopefully my mic muffles that a little bit. And then we'll side bend the other way. You're gonna get a little audience of them all. There's 1. And 2. Like counting breaths or dogs, who knows? And 3. 3. And 4. And 5. Come up and bring your hands just to the top of the hips. Bend the knees slightly and press down on the bum. So we're coming into a standing back bend. Chest lifts, elbows draw back. Try to squeeze the bum so you can feel it puff up into the fingertips. And take a breath. And then exhale, bend the knees and slide your hands underneath the soles of the feet. Good. Now, if that's not comfortable, you can always hold your big toes or your ankles, whatever feels good tonight. And then bend the elbows a bit. Knees can be bent. Release the head. Leaning weight into the heel of the palm. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Next inhale, look up. Exhale, catch the hips. Inhale to stand. And exhale, feet together. Squatting low to chair position. Inhale, lift the gaze, look up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Halfway lift, inhaling, step back, low push-up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, lift the arms. On the exhale, bend the elbows like cactus branches. Lift the chest and push off your back foot. Modified warrior three. So keep your top of the big toe on the floor and think about spinning your front hip back, straightening the leg. Back hip forward, squeezing both glutes at the same time. You feel really steady, find lift up of the left foot. One, squeeze the shoulder blades together. For two, and if you're lifting, you're not coming up very high. For three, four, five, land the back foot, reach the arms up. On the exhale, step back to downward facing dog. So we purposely skip it, which means there's a treat. Bend the knee and open the hip. Lift your left heel as high as possible. Breathe in and bring shoulders over the wrist. Crunch, side crunch, right knee to right armpit. Inhale, reach the right knee back. Hips back. Exhale, round forward, shoulders over wrists, knee to the armpit. Last one. Inhale, kick the right knee back. Long trunk. Inhale, shoulders past the wrist, knee to the armpit, and then plant the foot. This time, keeping your left heel hovering. Breathe in and rise up to crescent lunge with a bent back knee or a straight one. Take a full breath here. On the exhale, bring the left hip forward to twist to the right. We're gonna take this in movement. So inhale, reach the arms up, hips and chest square to the front of the mat. And exhale, twisting towards the right, sinking into the hips. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to twist. Good. Last one, breathe in and lift up. Hips low. Exhale, open and twist. Pausing here or palms together. Left elbow outside the right knee. Not the wrong knee. For one, pull. Two, strong straight back leg if you can. For three, four, and five. Hands down, step back to high push-up. Left hand front center of the mat. Pivot the feet and reach your right arm up for side plank. For one, hips lift high. For two, three, break down to lift up. For four, and five. Hands down, low push up or skip it. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take rest in child's if you need it. And then take a deep breath in. Full exhale. Use the in-breath to step your left foot forward, right heel plants. And the left knee rising up, warrior one. And exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. And push off the back foot. So most of the weight is in the left foot. And really fine tune the placement of the hips. Rotating the right hip forward, left hip back. Maybe even getting lift up of the right leg. And don't have to come up very high. Just keep that opposing rotation in opposite hips. Externally rotating left, internally rotating right. Squeezing shoulder blades. Tummy is long and strong. Last inhale. Exhale. Land the back foot, plant the hands, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale to lift and open left knee. Left thigh into right tippy toe, shoulders over wrists. Knee forward. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, knee to last two. Inhale, lift the leg back up. Right knee to outer arm. And plant the foot. Left heel stays, right heel stays lifted. Left knee bends. Inhale to rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, twist towards the left. Use the inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. Inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to twist. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist and hold. Option to lower right elbow outside the left knee. For 1, 2, 3. Strong back leg for 4. And 5. Plant your hands and step back to high push-up. Right hand down, hips back, left arm. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands down. Low push-up as an option. Exhaling. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. No time here. Inhale, step or float feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Feet and knees together if possible. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Good. And then breathe in to step feet about 3 feet apart. Right toe to the back of the mat. Reach down and catch the inside of the calf for triangle pose, or hook your big toe with peace finger. Straightening both legs over time for 1. Spiraling the chin and the chest towards the ceiling, looking at that top hand easily. For 2. Push your big toe down into the floor. For 3. 4. And 5. Bend the knee, inhale to rise. Pivot your feet, left foot turns, right foot 45. Bend the front knee and catch the toe. Reach up and look at the hand. For 1. You straighten that left leg, push your big toe into the floor. For 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale to come up. Right foot faces the back, left foot turns inward. So let that foot turn in enough so that you can square both hips to the back of the mat. Reach the left arm up, long torso. Then bend your front knee if you need to, and place your left hand inside or outside of your right foot. Try to turn and open your chest towards the right. Option to stack the arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to float up. Pivot the feet, same thing thing, second side. So making sure you have that room to pivot the hips, then left, right hand down, left arm up. For 1, both legs straighten over time, equal weight in the feet. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look down, inhale to open to the side. Step or hop, feet to the front of the mat. Breathe in and take legs about 5 feet apart, even wider. Turn the right foot out, bend the knee. Plant the elbow on the thigh and make circles with the top arm. So try not to let that bottom shoulder kind of hunch up to your ear. Stay lifted from the bottom armpit. Switching directions. Keep lunging into the front leg. Equal weight in the back leg. Good, and then pull up. Pivot the feet and switch sides. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm circles over the head. Extended side angle, a little extra movement. And all those snap, crackle, pops it. Switching directions of the circle. And then pull up, arms out wide, feet parallel. On the exhale, fold over the legs and catch the floor with your hands. Option, take your feet a little wider and see if you can bring your elbows to the floor. Bending the knees if you need to. Option to lift up into your headstand if you're comfortable. For 1. Leaning weight into the tippy toes. Once the head is down, kick the legs out to opposite sides of the room. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, hands flat, lift the chest. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale to stand. Exhale, feet come in about 3 feet. And hold opposite elbows behind the back. Right foot faces the back of the room. Left foot turns up to let the hip follow. Breathe in to lift the chest. Exhale, see if you can bring your left rib cage towards your right thigh, folding over the leg. For 1. Looking at one spot lovingly. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale to come up. Pivot the feet again. Left toes face the back of the mat. Right foot turns up to rotate the hip back. Breathe in and open the chest. Spiral right rib cage towards the left leg. And let the head go. 1. 2. Try pulling the mat apart with the feet. For 3. 4. And 5. Inhale to come up. And step feet to the front of the mat. Mountain pose. Take a breath in. On the exhale, lift your right knee to hip height. Option to hold the shin or hook big toe with 2 fingers. Straighten your right leg and hold for 1. Point the foot if you can. For 2, strong standing leg. For 3, 4, 5, leg opens to the right, look left. For 1, strong standing leg. For 2, 3, 4, 5, leg to center, hands to waist and hold. 1, lifted high, straight leg. 2, chest up. For 3, 4, 5, let it go. Breathe in, exhale completely. Breathe in to lift your left knee and hook big toe, straighten the leg, point the foot and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your leg to the left. Look over the right shoulder if you can for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Leg to center. Catch the waist for 1, 2, chest up. For 3, try not to lean back. For 4, and 5, let it go. Good. Last standing pose, eagle. Cross your right ankle over your left. Maybe you lift the heel. Maybe you bend into your standing leg and squeeze the foot to the shin or behind the shin. Use the inhale to reach the arms up. Right arm under left. Back of the hands touch or the palms or pull the shoulders. For 1, 2, sink low, chest up, elbows up. For 3, 4, and 5. Exhale on 1. Lean into your left foot, right foot, and switch sides. Breathe in and reach the arm foot. Left arm under the right this time. Squeezing the inner thighs as you sink. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll unwinding the pose. Exhale, feet together, Samasthiti. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, walk the hands forward and lift the heels, knees wide for toe squat. Option to lift the bum, bend the elbows, sliding the hands back for crow pose. Feet up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Landing the feet for toe squat. Plant the hands, lift the hips, and step back to high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Upward facing inhale. Downward facing exhale. Step or hop forward, feet to hands. Sitting up nice and tall for staff pose. The seated posture, mountain pose of the seated posture. So heels down, legs are active. Zip up through the torso, through the crown of the head. Shoulders back, chest up, chin tucks. Slightly pull back with the hands on the floor, squeezing the elbows in without flaring the rib cage. 2, 3, 4, and 5. reverse plank or table. So legs can stay straight for reverse plank. Point the feet, lift your seat, let the head go back. Reverse table, feet above hip distance, bending knees. Lift your hips, head releases for 1. Rooting down through all parts of the hand. Index finger, spinning the shoulders towards the chest. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, sit back. Heels down, lean back 45 degrees and lift the feet up. Both poses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross your ankles, dangling the earring, lift your bum, maybe the feet. Sit back, lean back, and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross and lift up. Exhale, sit back. Third and last round for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, cross and lift. Exhale, plant the hand in front of you and step back to high push-up. And we'll lower down onto the belly. Nice and slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch the legs back nice and long. Just put my camera down a bit. Legs back nice and long and strong. Feet together if you can. Option to interlace fingers behind the back. Lift and broaden the collarbones. Lift the legs. Pull back through the arms. For 1, keep ribs and hips, pubic bone into the floor. For 2, come up, down or up. For 3, 4, 5, keep pressing your heels together, pubic bone into the floor, reach your arms forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands under the shoulders, tops of the feet down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Looking towards the navel, take a breath. And on the exhale, step or hop your feet through to seated. Right leg long, left foot crosses right. And we'll twist towards that bent knee. So right arm outside the left knee, twisting, looking over left shoulder. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look center. Exhale, left knee out to the side. We're gonna left hand back behind you, spin the right foot in, and lift up, right arm over the head. For 1, squeeze the bum, feel the stretch through that right side body, strong through the left side body. For 3, 4, and 5. Exhaling to sit back. Right knee bends and crosses left. We'll twist towards the right. Left elbow outside the right knee. Looking back over the shoulder. Pressing leg into arm, arm into leg. Center on the inhale. Open right knee to the right. Right hand back. Lean into the shin. And lift the left arm overhead. Side bending. For 1. Really great prep for wheel. For 2. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, sit back. Lean back 45 degrees across the shins. Hands plant and step back to a high push-up. Exhale to down dog. Staying really still. Inhale to lift and open your right knee. And make circles with the right knee only. Next time that right knee lifts, turn the hip open as much as you can so that you feel a little kind of lengthening through that right side body. And then option to land your right foot behind you. So you're landing on the ball of the foot. Reach the right arm back over your head. This is kind of an extension of the last pose. For 1, squeeze your bum and lift your hips. 2, it's too much, abort. For 3, getting the qualities of the back bend. For 4 and 5, hands plant, lift the knee back up, downward facing dog. Calm wild thing. Breathe in, full breath out. Inhale to lift and open left knee. Circle the knee. Good. Getting that outward spin and inward spin of the thigh bone. Next time the knee opens, you're going to lift left hand and left foot lands behind you. Reaching back, see if we can look at that left hand in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push off the back foot and bring it up. Breathe in, full exhale. Next exhale, lower your knees to the floor. Couple options for this one. So dolphin is option 1. Option 2 is to use your blocks. So option 1, dolphin is forearms on the floor, parallel along the shoulders. And lift your hips back, bend your knees. And what I want you to focus on here is getting your chest back towards your thighs. And then just tuck your chin. Option 2 is knees down. I just don't have my blocks with me. But you would place your blocks slightly ahead of you if you were in what's called tabletop position. So a little bit forward of the shoulders. And then you place your elbows on your blocks, and you walk your knees back and press your hands together and try to press your chest to the floor. Your forehead can rest. It's a lot easier to get your head down if your elbows are on the floor. If you're pretty tight in your latissimus dorsi muscles, your major back muscle, you might not need the blocks to do this. But it feels pretty good anyway, either way. And then from this shape, on the exhale, see if you can draw the ribs in and flatten the back of it so that there's less of the back bend. And that can happen in either shape, dolphin or modified on knees and elbows. And then pressing a little more weight into the elbows, press back up onto your hands, and lift your hips up to downward facing dog, dolphin to down dog. Take a breath and step or hop your feet through your hands to lie down for wheel pose. So knees plant. Let's try arms back, palms up. Even if you're not coming up, just really glue the back of the arms, shrug the shoulders to your ears so that you almost feel slightly claustrophobic. And as you reach the arms back, you're already an extension in the spine. So the shoulders are pressing down, your low back is arching away from the floor without a slack tummy, so there's still awareness in the abdomen. Root into the feet, grip the mat with the toes, and lift your bum up. For 1, heavy heels, strong legs. For 2, 3, deflate the tummy on the exhale. For 4, and 5, use the in-breath to lift higher, and then lower your bum. Round 2, so if you're heading towards wheel, you could bend your elbows from here, or set up in another way, in any other shape you're working with. Option 2 is to tuck the elbows into the side you, lift your hips, and slide your hands just up at the top of the hips. So you kind of feel the top of the hip bone supporting you, helping you lift up a little higher. And from there, tuck your shoulders in a bit. You can kind of rest the hips into your hands, softening the upper glute. Keep the weight even in the feet. Chin off the chest. Last 3 breaths. We'll be here for 2 more cycles. So you're welcome to stay as you are and shift your weight into your left foot, lift your right leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Option to switch. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower your feet, thumb lifts off the hands, hands to the floor, and roll down nice and slow. Good. And bonus round. So if you're working on your wheel pose, reach the arms back, plant the hands, push up for 1. Don't think, just do. 2, 3. Remember, effortless effort. 4. That's it. Nice. And 5. Abort the mission. Good. Head the knees in towards your armpits or together at the chest. And just sway the knees left to right, right to left. You could even make little figure 8s with the knees. Letting the knees draw in towards you as you rotate side to side. We're here for 30 seconds, so if you'd rather keep moving, cool, keep moving. If you want to stay still in one spot, go for it. Just coming into breath and feeling, away from thinking. Nice and slow, cross your right ankle over your left. And hug it in to stretch. Slowly switch your legs. Take our time to place the feet flat on the floor. Take a breath in. And the exhale, press your low back into the floor and draw your knees towards your armpits. Maybe lift your feet towards happy baby. Option to straighten the legs wide to opposite sides of the room. Option to lift your bum up over your chin. Press back for your feet. Toes land on the floor. Keeping hold of the big toes. For 1, wide-legged cloud position. For 2, 3, think about sitting your bum up on the ceiling. For 4, and then with bent knees or straight legs, release the grip of the toes and lower down in slow motion. 1 vertebrae at a time. And then hugging knees in, holding the hamstrings, and roll up to seated. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, and step back to high plank. Little plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhaling. Downward facing dog, exhaling. Now option for headstand if you have it. Want to practice it, lower your knees. Hold opposite elbows. Interlace the fingers. Open palms or closed, whatever feels appropriate tonight. And then press into the elbows. Tuck the chin and rest your head in your hands. You might not even lift your feet tonight, especially if it's been a while. Or if you feel like exploring, try lifting one leg straight up. That's it. Switching your lifted leg for a couple breaths. Nice job, Patrick. Really nailed the 90-degree angle. That's good. And awesome, Claudia, that's great. You were really steady up there tonight. You look really steady. Yeah. And Kathy, I know it's been a while, so no pressure. Good. So if you want to keep exploring one more time, feel free, or we'll just sit back into child's pose. You give your shoulders a little stretch. You can rest your elbows right down and slide one arm across the chest and look towards that hand. So the head turns, palm is up. You're allowing kind of the weight of the body to help release the space between your shoulder blade and your spine. After a few breaths, switch sides lazily. Minimal effort. And when you're ready, we'll go through a float. So reach your arms forward and step back to a high push-up, low push-up, chaturanga, upward facing inhale, downward facing exhale, step or hop, float through our legs to the arms, and lie down onto your back for a nice rest. Setting up in any position that feels right for you this evening. Letting go of all the techniques and theories. Noticing the sounds in and around your space, including my voice. Allow it to fade to background noise. Drawing the main focus of attention onto the natural rhythm of